Welcome to our mostly unscripted and unedited podcast. I'm Paulette Kidd, nutritionist.
And I'm her sister-in-law and bestie, Sarah Kidd.
We love discussing all things related to health, including mindset, self-care, and nutrition.
Join us as we share coffee, laughs, recipes, and random thoughts tossed in for good measure.
You'll leave each conversation feeling motivated and with actionable strategies that you can use right away to improve your health and help you stop feeling fat, foggy, and fatigued.
See you there.
Hey, welcome back to our podcast. This is just a short one because we were talking and we're just gonna record it. So we're talking about salad, and specifically when you go out to a restaurant and there's this huge array of delicious foods, and then there's the salad section, and you feel like you should eat salads because salad's good for you, but you want all other stuff. And so you were describing this delicious salad that you had with goat cheese and beets and balsamic vinegar, and I'm salivating as I'm saying it. And I said to you that when I hear the word salad, it feels like the ultimate diet food, not in a good way. It's just like, I don't want to eat it. I should eat it. It's good for me. This obligatory salad. And so I said that, and Sarah said, this is a podcast episode. And I said, I am going to press record. So here we are. And so I was just thinking we should change the word for me, just that when I talk about what is a salad, I'm going to call it something different, like a something bowl or something. So what could we call it? Like an empowerment bowl.
I feel like, I mean, why not just call it a flavor bowl? I don't know, because I was describing to you, because I don't eat a lot of sugar and because I don't eat, I think the sugar piece is the big one. What I notice when I eat less sugar is that foods in general have more flavor, especially vegetables and fruits. And so like I noticed that carrots are sweeter than I remember them being. And so I ordered this salad that had some little pieces of beet in it and some goat cheese and some red onion and greens and things like that. It wasn't a complicated or exotic really salad. It was, a standard one level up from like your Caesar. And I was just commenting on the burst of flavor, like everything tasted. And then I had just an olive oil and balsamic vinegar on it. It wasn't a dressing per se. It was just those two things on it. And it was just bursting with flavor. And I felt like I was eating a rainbow or a bouquet of flavors. Like it was exciting, interesting. And things that I didn't expect to be sweet tasted sweet. And so I had that same pleasure that I would get from eating maybe a high sugar food. And enjoyment because the flavors were so rich and intense. So let's call it a flavor bowl, because I know when anyone says salad, I think the same thing. I also tend to not want salad in the winter because all I can think about is these cold, hard vegetables that are just going to make me feel more cold when I eat them or if I hold them in my hand. I mean, you're not usually holding salad in your hand, but I'm picturing like carrot sticks or something. And
I feel like if you start with a delicious base of just like the stuff that makes it healthy and then add some more flavor to it. Like when you're talking about the goat cheese and the balsamic, I'm thinking this like umami flavor, that fifth flavor. And so there's something, it's a little bit earthy, but it's also very like a complex, deep flavor that's very satisfying. That's what it feels like to me. And so that I think is what makes a salad more interesting and satisfying, so that you're not then looking for something sweet after. Right. So things like you can buy like different condiments to put on your salad. I know you and I both like the fried onions. Like in and of itself, that's not a health food. Like, yes, it's vegetables, but it's fried. But you're just putting a little bit on there and it elevates that salad and makes it more interesting, the texture and the flavor. And so if you eat more salad, then I think that's a win, right? Other things like crispy chilies and nuts and seeds, maybe some of them are candied a little bit. Like it's okay. It's all about the ratio, right? The ratio of those little indulgences in this big salad with all the nutrition. I think if you have the right ratio, it's all good. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's change the way, let's change everything about what we understand salad to be. Let's change the name. Let's change how we talk about it and how we picture it in our heads, right? Like, I don't want to picture a dry, flavorless, boring, empty in terms of I'll be hungry 15 minutes later kind of a situation.
Yeah.
Picture the rich and the rich, bold flavors, and then also just the nutrient dense options that can go in it, right?
Yeah. So you said the word burst of flavor. So to me, okay, so I'm thinking flavor burst roll. Does that sound more appealing?
I like it. I like it.
So that's going to be a challenge for me this weekend, is to think of some things I can make sure I have in my fridge, my pantry, to add to salad. Like things that I can pull together quickly to make a delicious meal that, even though it's cold outside, because I think those leafy greens, those are like among the healthiest things you could be eating, right? So ways to incorporate those. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend. Go grocery shopping right now.
I love it.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarah.
Good luck with your flavor burst balls.
Okay. I will stay tuned. I'll be back. We'll talk about this. Maybe I'll take some pictures and put them in the show notes for this podcast. My experiment.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you
Bye,
again.
everyone. Bye.